Well, I mean, one, the stakes you're pretending are life and death, and the other, they kind of are. But the process in which you work on them is the exact same. It's, you know, a group of people trying to accomplish a mission that's bigger than any one person, and you have a role, and you have to know your role within a gun team, and you're only as good as the people that are there with you. There's someone leading it, and when they know what they're doing, what you're doing feels active and relevant and exciting, and when they don't, it feels like a waste of resources and dangerous, and you're just so aware that you're one part of a bigger picture.
How did you switch from being a Marine to being an actor?
I was interested in it before being in the military. Then when you get in the military, you get out, you kind of have all this false confidence that civilian problems will be small in comparison, which is an illusion. But then I was lucky enough to get into an acting school and learned about acting and plays and a process. And then I was lucky enough to work.
Have you ever felt, Shah, that there's a life and death moment in acting where your whole life depends on you pulling this off?
Yes.
Which one?
Every time. It feels like you're next on the chopping block every time.
How do you get past that anxiety?
Prep hard, yeah. It's like boxing. It's just like boxing. Guys train really hard to go put their neck on the line. Never been in the military, but it feels life and death to me. Yeah, so prep hard, determination. Yeah.
I went last year to the Harry Ransom Center. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's the archive at the University of Texas, which has great papers, and there are Bob's papers, and to actually see your handwriting on, you know, the Raging Bull script, and it was amazing because your scripts are covered with notes. What was the toughest character you actually had to prepare for?
They're all different. Depends. Some are harder, or in some ways than others. And Raging Bull, because of the weight and all that, and the mission, just the physical stuff. Awakenings. There was a lot of physical stuff too, and studying how my character behaved and what his affliction was. And then Raging Bull, I read the book. Somebody handed me the book, one of the authors, and I read it while I was doing once. In 1900 with Bertolucci, and I called Marty from Italy, and I said, "You gotta, you know, the book's not great literature, but it's got a lot of heart, and I kind of want to do certain things." I remember I used to see Jake LaMotta. He'd work in a kind of a strip place right on 7th Avenue in the 40s. He'd be standing right out there near the sidewalk, and he was overweight and this and that. I said, "Jesus, look what happened to him from then." And I thought just the graphic difference of being out of shape and then being a young fighter, really, that was interesting to me. I thought, you know, I'd like to see if I could really just gain that weight actually and do it. So that was the interest in it. Marty had his reasons, and both of us just come together on the project, and yeah. So